Los Angeles is massive, and when deciding to move here with your family, there are so many different neighborhoods to choose from. And in this video, I'm gonna be going over the most underrated neighborhoods when looking to buy a house in Los Angeles for your family. And if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Darren Kriz. I have a real estate sales and marketing team out here. We help clients buy, sell, and invest in property every single day. If you have any questions whatsoever, reach out to us. Information down below in the description, but let's get right into this one. The first most underrated neighborhood in Los Angeles is Valley Village. So Valley Village is located in the San Fernando Valley, just north of Studio City. It's comprised of mostly single family homes, mid-century properties, ranch-style homes, and newer remodels. Many of them are 3 to 4 bedrooms, great for families. There's some modern farmhouses, new developments. And the median home price in Valley Village is $1.2 million, which is just a bit higher than the average price point in the entire city of Los Angeles. There are top-rated schools such as Colfax Charter Elementary. It comes with a safe, quiet, family-friendly neighborhood, and there are tons of events always going on. And it's also a very manageable drive to all of the studios that Los Angeles has to offer, such as Burbank Studios, Warner Brothers, Universal Studios. And then you are right around everything. It's easy to commute because the 101 is right there. The 170 is right there as well. And then you can most likely walk to Ventura Boulevard, which is loaded with family-friendly restaurants. You've got Mendocino Farms, you've got Sugarfish. And my favorite food is sushi. I would consider myself a sushi connoisseur out here in Los Angeles, and I'm not gonna lie, Sugarfish is definitely up there. The sushi melts in your mouth, and if you've ever been to Sugarfish, I'm sure you can agree with me, but let me know what your favorite sushi spot is in Los Angeles if you also like sushi as much as me. There are a lot of great places in Sawtelle, and then you also have Sushi Row there in Studio City, which is very close to Valley Village. And then there's the Studio City Farmers Market, where there's lots to do as well on the weekends. North Hollywood Park features playgrounds, sports courts, picnic areas, so there's just tons to do in Valley Village. The surrounding neighborhoods are great, the immediate neighborhood is great, and it's perfect, and I would consider underrated for family. Let's go to number 2 on this list and move down to the West Side. And the West Side is primarily known for being where the younger, the singles would be living. Not really the best place to raise a family in Venice. But as you go slightly more inland, you're gonna find Mar Vista. So Mar Vista is comprised of a majority mid-century homes, bungalows, and recently updated houses. There are a lot of newer eco-friendly developments that attract families interested in a sustainable living lifestyle. And many homes do have yard space, which is very rare to find on the West Side. The median home price in Mar Vista is $1.5 million, so obviously slightly higher than what you'd be seeing in the San Fernando Valley, but a lot less than what you'd be seeing in Venice in, let's say, a newer condo even. Families love Mar Vista because Mar Vista Elementary is one of the highest rated schools on the entire West Side. The Mar Vista Farmers Market is one of the best ones, and if you don't like the Mar Vista Farmers Market, you've got the Brentwood Farmers Market, the West LA. If you're a farmers market person, you're just about a mile or so from a variety of options. Work opportunities are of abundance in Mar Vista because you have Silicon Beach just south of there with all of the tech hubs and lots of opportunities for job and career growth. There are so many things to do, such as parks. Mar Vista Park has sports fields, playgrounds, there's a Little League, outdoor movie nights go on, and then the beach proximity is about 10 to 15 minutes. You can ride your bike very easily to Venice, to Santa Monica, to Marina del Rey. And specifically, Mar Vista has the Bologna Creek path, which is one of the best bike paths in all of Los Angeles, in my biased opinion, being a West Sider myself. But I do always highly recommend Mar Vista to clients that are interested in moving to Los Angeles and want to be closer to all of the action that the West Side offers, but still want to be able to raise a family, raise children, and have a good work-life balance. There are also many surrounding neighborhoods, such as Del Rey just south, that you may find a home even cheaper than what you'd be finding in Mar Vista, because some Mar Vista homes can go up to even the $4 million price range. But with that said, let's go even more south to the South Bay and talk about El Segundo. So El Segundo does have a lot of nice suburban neighborhoods as well. You've got some bungalows, craftsman style homes, townhomes. Newer developments with ocean views are becoming more common in El Segundo. And in the last couple of years, they did just build the Topgolf in El Segundo. If you've ever been golfing and enjoy drinking, having social events, parties, Topgolf is the place to be, where you can also hit some golf balls. If you're good or if you're bad, it's gonna be fun for everyone. And El Segundo does tend to have even larger homes than what you'd be seeing in Mar Vista. As you go a little more south, it's not as expensive as Mar Vista or even Manhattan Beach, which is just south of El Segundo. It's tucked between LAX Airport and Manhattan Beach, so it's just a great location overall if you're gonna be traveling, but you want to be able to afford a nice home within close proximity to the ocean. You can get 3 to 5 bedroom houses for a decent price, as the median home price in El Segundo is $1.3 million. When it comes to schools, El Segundo public schools consistently rank amongst the top in all of California, with El Segundo High School being a standout. And it does give you a tight-knit, small-town feel, family-oriented. It reminds me, honestly, a lot of living in the central San Fernando Valley areas. Once again, a lot of job opportunities do exist in the South Bay. You've got Silicon Beach, once again, nearby. LAX is right there if you're gonna be flying on planes a lot for work. There's an outdoor shopping center known as The Point with lots of great restaurants, playgrounds, family events. You have Cabrillo Beach, great for tide pooling, swimming, outdoor picnics. And then the El Segundo Museum of Art offers family workshops and kid-friendly exhibits. I've never been personally, but when there's a museum nearby, you have to take advantage because most of them are free out here in LA. But El Segundo truly does give you all of the benefits of coastal living without the touristy chaos that Santa Monica offers. So if you're looking for great schools, walkable, family-oriented, El Segundo really is the best of the best and very underrated in my personal opinion. But now let's cut across the entire map of LA and head to the northeast portion, and we're gonna talk about Mount Washington. Now you may have never heard of Mount Washington. It's definitely underrated because you probably haven't heard of it. It's just northeast of downtown LA, just north of Echo Park, very close to Dodger Stadium, tucked between Glassell Park and Cypress Park. There are a lot of unique homes in the Mount Washington area. A lot of them are hillside. This is not your typical flat community. So a lot of these homes do have pretty unique city views and mountain views. Many of the properties are also multi-level. So if you're gonna be spending a bit more, maybe over $2 million, you might wanna invest in an elevator as well. Offering unique layouts with terraces, gardens, but then it's also more affordable than living in the Eagle Rock or the Silver Lake areas. The median home price here in Mount Washington is $1.1 million. Some of the top schools are Mount Washington Elementary, which is one of the most sought after elementary schools on this side of town. And it gives you a community vibe. It's more artsy than what you'd be seeing on the west side. It's more of that Silver Lake, Echo Park vibe, if that's what you're into. Which also comes with a lot of neighborhood meetups, local events, just tons of things to do on that side of town. It's very convenient to get around the city. You have easy access to Highland Park, and downtown LA is less than 10 minutes away. Some things to do are explore the El Area Canyon Park with hiking trails that have panoramic views, also an underrated hiking trail. And family friendly, the kids can enjoy it as well, so can your dog. I feel like I need to take my dog to more unique hiking trails. He just always experiences Runyon Canyon. It's so basic, he goes to Runyon, he loves it, gets greeted and met by a lot of new people. But maybe we have to go to Mount Washington sometime because it's definitely very underrated. And then Highland Park, which is just a few minutes away, has a lot of trendy local shops, family-friendly cafes, and then weekend events do go on there as well. But Mount Washington feels like a retreat from the hustle and bustle that you'll see in the city, but it's still close enough to everything to feel like you are a part of the LA vibe, the LA community. So if you love scenic views, peaceful living, while being close to that arts district on the northeast portion of Los Angeles, then Mount Washington could be something that you might be interested in. But since we're already on the east side of LA, let's just keep on going further east, guys, and let's talk about Alhambra. In the San Gabriel Valley, Alhambra, which is adjacent to Pasadena, it is just south. This will really make you feel like you are in a completely different private oasis than if you were living in the San Fernando Valley or on the west side. South Pasadena area is beautiful and it borders Alhambra. You're right next to the 10 freeway, so downtown LA is less than 10 minutes. You're also just north of Montebello, which they've been building a lot of new construction home communities. I've posted several videos about Montebello on this channel because Toll Brothers and Lennar Homes has built so many new homes. I've shown clients dozens and dozens and dozens of times those new construction homes in Montebello, which is just south of Alhambra. So get this, the median home price in Alhambra is under $1 million, just around $900,000. Shocking to even mention something under $1 million while still being in LA, while being less than 10 minutes away from downtown, right next to the 10 freeway, so you can still access the west side in Santa Monica, let's not say easily, but conveniently. Most of the homes in Alhambra have large yards, perfect for play areas, for gardens, the kids to run around, and it's generally a mix of older craftsman style homes and, as of late, more remodels. Compared to anywhere in Pasadena, Alhambra is much more affordable. Public schools are solid and there are private school options nearby. The community is very diverse with a family-friendly atmosphere. Lots of parks and recreation facilities in Alhambra, such as the Almanzor Park with sports fields, playgrounds, picnic areas. And then you have Old Pasadena, which is just a short drive away, which offers a couple of museums, and then downtown area. Just there's a lot to do in the Pasadena area in general if you don't want to be someone that's going to downtown LA. But if you are commuting to downtown LA, which is where a lot of the job opportunities will lie, then Alhambra might be a great location for you. Go to downtown LA for work during the week and then go out to Pasadena on the weekends and enjoy the scene over there. I've never been here specifically, but I've heard about Lunasia Dim Sum House. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I've heard it's one of the best dim sum restaurants in all of Los Angeles, and there are a lot of them in LA, and one of the best ones is in Alhambra. I've been to Alhambra several times for whether it's to meet with clients, to meet with developers, or to golf at the Alhambra golf course, which is an option if you are also into golf. But overall, Alhambra, I feel like I've been saying Alhambra so many times, it's beginning to sound like a tongue twister out of my mouth, but Alhambra does give you a quiet, suburban, family-friendly feel with easy access to multiple big cities, as I've mentioned. So if you want space and a cultural diversity here on the east side of Los Angeles, then Alhambra, another underrated area. All right, last but not least, we have been all over the map from the west side to the valley to the east side, and now we're gonna go south quite a ways. San Pedro in the harbor area is the 6th most underrated neighborhood in Los Angeles. And first off, I'm gonna tell you that the median price in San Pedro is $800,000 and you are right next to the water. Similar to Alhambra, there it is, I'm saying Alhambra again, even though we've moved on from there, but you do have craftsman style homes, you have mid-century properties, and that dominates the market in that area. But then there are waterfront condos, so if you want views of the ocean, you can get that in San Pedro for under $1 million. Now that is unheard of if you are west side living. Definitely one of the most affordable coastal areas throughout LA. The community vibe gives you a mix of blue collar roots with newer artsy residents. And then there are future developments out here such as the LA Waterfront Project, which is bringing new parks, dining, and family-friendly attractions to the San Pedro area, which is good to know that they are always coming up with new developments in these underrated areas. And I'm gonna be doing a full video on a lot of the new developments coming about Los Angeles in general, because there is a lot going on with the Olympics coming up in 2028. So I want to touch on those points, so hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for that video coming in the near future. Things to do in San Pedro, you've got the Cabrillo Marine Aquarium, which is educational and fun for kids. I always like a good aquarium. My favorite fish has to be a clownfish, which is kind of strange. It probably was from watching Finding Nemo when I was younger. I always liked looking for Nemo and think that I found Nemo in these aquariums. What's your favorite fish? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, you have the Catalina Island ferries that are right next to the San Pedro Long Beach area. You take a trip, a weekend getaway to Catalina Island, and I promise I need to do that more often. It has been so long since I've been to Catalina, but everyone that goes on a weekend getaway out there says that they felt like they were in a different country and not just a boat ride away from LA. And then downtown San Pedro might be underrated as well. It's full of cool cafes, galleries, and family-friendly restaurants, but San Pedro offers the most unique, affordable coastal living in the entire Los Angeles area, arguably. And it's a great option to invest in a coastal area that could be up and coming, so a long-term play of buying a home in San Pedro might not be a bad idea. But that was everything, guys. That was 6 underrated neighborhoods to live in or buy a home if you are considering to move with your family or wanting to start a family in a more affordable area in Los Angeles. Each one of these is very unique in its own way. Let me know in the comments which one you would consider if you were deciding to raise a family in one of these underrated neighborhoods, or if there's maybe one that you think is even more underrated than all of the ones I've mentioned. Let me know what caught your eye. Let me know if you live in LA or are thinking about moving out here. As I said, I have a real estate sales and media team. My name is Darren Kriz. We help clients buy, sell, and invest in property every single day. If you have any questions about any specific neighborhood out here in Los Angeles, feel free to reach out, shoot us a text, shoot us an email. Information down below in the description. Hit the subscribe button for more informational videos about new developments, areas in Los Angeles, and unique home tours coming soon. Appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.